Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time to lead run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Thursday, Mosh Pit. Hope you all had a fantastic start to your Thursdays. Hopefully we're on the mend here. We did think at one point November was one on, one off, but after yesterday's run, I don't know, man. Like, when sitting back and thinking about that run made me feel like it wasn't as bad as possible, but it also did take us an extraordinarily large amount of time to get through the back half of that episode. So who really knows? Maybe the Mosh Pit does. Maybe the Isaac gods do. I don't know. Definitely not me, though. So here's your picture of the day here. A great picture submitted on this Invicta subreddit by Toothy Bunny. Right before Halloween, and title thread was SMB Superfans. Even though this isn't technically Isaac related, in the thread they said not directly related to Binding of Isaac, but me and my partner dressed up as Meat Boy and Bandage Girl for Halloween. We're both huge fans of Sinvicta and Isaac / SMB players. Always wanted to be featured in a video, so hopefully he sees this tagged as art for cosplay reasons. I love it. I love it all the way down to the missing tooth and the flower and Bandage Girl's hair. So thank you very much, Toothy Bunny, and everyone who upvoted that one. I absolutely loved this kind of stuff. I just love seeing people, just having fun, just enjoying themselves, and also the support of the channel is very flattering, and happy to feature both of you as fans of the channel and Isaac. DJ is going to be 4 high, 9-6 tank. 4 high. I don't know why I said that like 9-6 Tango Sierra. I'm so dumb. Starting off here with Guppy's Paw, so at least we can get guaranteed soul hearts on the next floor, even if we don't get any on this floor. And then we also are starting off with some pretty good damage. Tears rate's okay, shot speed's okay, movement speed's okay. Yeah. It also has the Golden Teardrop Charm, which is going to more than double the chance of us getting a proc effect on certain tier effects, which obviously do not matter right now because we don't have any tier effects. This is a free bomb here, so we might as well. This is also a free bomb right here, might as well. What do I mean by might as well? We might as well look for a crawl space. Since it doesn't count as anything. It doesn't count against us for our bomb plays here, so. Starting off with a Guppy item is always interesting because it gives you the false sense of hope and wish that you are going to be able to get Guppy during an episode. And honestly, I kind of am riding that high a little bit. I'm really, really, really hoping that we're going to see Guppy here. We could use a very powerful win after the last couple of episodes for sure. Yesterday's run was just, it started off so promising, man. I was really, really into yesterday's run, and then I slowly but surely that enthusiasm started to fade very quickly. Just a cheeky little move right there. While I still had iframes going from walking into the curse room, I was able to get Big Fan positioned enough to where I could actually hit that spider with impunity. So just a little cheeky play there. Nothing groundbreaking or anything. Oh, what's up with our hair right now? There's some girls I know that would die for this type of hair. Well, let's see. There's no reason for us to hold on to Guppy's Paw. Full stop right now. I don't think it benefits us to just keep it, hoping that maybe we get 9 lives or something like that. We don't have to hold on to it. We don't have to hold on to it to gain the credit to get Guppy, obviously. But if we want to go to the point of are we going to need this for the rest of the run, the answer is no. We could get restock here. A half price soul heart's pretty good. Honestly, I'd love to get red candle more than anything, more so than the decap. But we're just gonna get a whole lot of 7 cents, and unless we get Gadget Boy, which we probably won't, I don't suspect us getting red candle. So the all-important question is, are we going to use Guppy's Paw, and also are we going to take decap? I think the answer is yes, and probably yes. Unless something disastrous happens between now and us going to the second floor, I don't see us I don't see us using Guppy's Paw more than once. And we get Squeezy, which is going to give us a nice tears up, and also, more importantly, also going to give us 2 soul hearts. And us taking damage in this room right here very plainly exemplifies why I do not like to take soul hearts before I'm done with the first floor. So I am going to take decap. There's no reason for us to use Guppy's Paw, especially now that we have this half-price soul heart. inside of the shop that we can afford. And we might as well buy the tarot card for funsies. It's going to be Chariot card. And we're going to head on down. A very good start here. A promising start. Nice tears up. We go on to last week's question of the episode from the Cursed Penny is Back episode. This one coming in from Common Chameleon. No, it's Common Chameleon. That one. They say, question of the episode, are there any items, this is a great question, are there any items that you think should be trinkets or any trinkets that you think should be items? We've actually had this one before, I feel like. But, yes, the obvious choice for me, a trinket that is too good, has no business being as good as it is, that should definitely be a passive item, 100% Sigil Baphomet, without even questioning that. I think that is a very, very easy take. Now, on the flip side, which passive item do I think should be a trinket? I thought about this one because there are definitely a lot of considerations. I think that you could say stuff like experimental treatment. I think you could say just the basic HP upgrades. Just pick out of the 4 million that exist. But the one that I'm going to stick on here, because it would be very interesting to see this item. Some things will have to be shifted around a little bit, obviously, but what will be very interesting with the implications of having it as something you could pick up and put down is Libra. I think Libra would be a very awesome trinket to see in the game. It would be one of the most game-changing trinkets of all time if Libra was an actual trinket there. Very difficult to get that bomb off in the right spot in this room. I'm trying to pat myself on the back. I just want to let you know how difficult that is, because if you miss it by one block, you are not going to get anything out of that. The bomb's gonna miss, and you're also going to not get the key. So, secret room should be here. Oh, surprising. Very surprising, in fact. So, space item is decap attack, of course, which does a very decent amount of damage. There's a super secret room anyway. And you can use it sort of like it's almost like a very strong My Reflection tier. You can throw the head, and then it will catch things on the backswing. Wow, that was totally queued up, game. Remember, November is full of these tiny little pot shots here and there. Because the Rotten Heart does act as a soul heart, but I don't really care. All right, Junior. Shouldn't have to really do too much here. Or decap attack. There you go. No problem at all. And we get Roid Rage, which is very good. We get speed and range out of that. And I will take Eye Belial. Thank you. The Lost. Here's another prime example of an item that I think should easily be a trinket and should never even exist in the game in its current iteration. Azazel's Rage. I think probably some people predicted me to say that. Definitely, that is such a useless item that it only belongs as a trinket. I think that this might be a little bit of a hot take here, but I would rather see Azazel's Stump as an item before Azazel's Rage in its current iteration at the time of this recording. Now, if they've buffed it since I recorded this video on, today is the 5th of November, 2025. I actually am recording this the day before this goes out because I've actually not had a queue at all for Isaac. Trying to let the new like streak goal kind of simmer and cook a little bit here. People seem to be excited for Missing No Week, so I'm hopeful that we get some videos to cross it. But yeah, I think Azazel's Rage should absolutely just be a trinket. I would rather see Azazel's Stump as a passive item. Just better. I mean, it gives you random flying and brimstone. How could you not love that? I'd be careful with the shuffleage here. Eye of Belial, of course, is a huge get for us. Basically, Eye of Belial will pass through. It gives us piercing shots, and whenever it deals contact, or makes contact, I should say, not deals. Whenever it deals contact damage, or makes contact, I literally just reversed that. Whenever it makes contact with the first thing that it collides with, it will then turn into a heat-seeking, spectral piercing shot that does double damage. Visix base damage, and it's very, 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 very good. One of the best tier effects in the entire game, and no, it is not affected by the golden teardrop charm because it doesn't have a proc rate. It's every shot, literally every shot is an Eye of Belial tier. So that's great. We're gonna do everything we can to get the Black Candida. Can only find out where to go. Pretty sure we already went there. Curse the Lost continues to just ruin our entire life. Guess we go up from here. Need 2 cents from Black Candle Pay Dirt here. There's the matchstick, which thing is that we don't really want to lower our key acquisition right now. And the matchstick, while it doesn't have any direct impact on keys, it does affect their drop rate because it makes all room payouts 10% more likely for you to get a bomb instead of anything else. So it lowers your heart proc rates, it lowers your key drop rates, it lowers all that stuff. Tarot cards, etc. Come on, game. You can give me 2 cents. At least give me this. You're giving us back-to-back curses. The least you could do is let me have Black Candle. Not gonna do it, is it? Another XL room here. $0.04. 14 cents. We're 1 cent short. I'm about to break everything you say to me. We can't, unfortunately, bomb that mushroom over. I don't know where the secret room is. Could be there. That's the super secret room. Secret room could be in the caddy corner there. Maybe. No. There's the Lost just owning us right now. I have not seen any obvious spots that the regular secret room would be in. It could just give us just 1 more cent and we would be on our way here, game, but instead you're choosing not to. There's so many big rooms in here, man. Like so many. I just don't know. Got to take a stab for it, but I have no clue where the regular secret room is. I'm gonna try. No, we already did that. There's no way for us to make that bridge for that mushroom. Well, we're gonna have to go try the what I think is the super secret room. It's not, so screw me, I guess. And we're just not gonna be able to get Black Candle unless we get a penny somehow from the boss. Down Wretched. We have some Victor robes in here. 1 cent. Just, I'm begging you, game. You're gonna put it over in the corner, aren't you? Well, head on down. funny game. All right, so this is the right. This is oh, I didn't even see that. Thank you. I couldn't see the fact that that was a mimic chest because the screen was shaking forever. Yeah. I mean, we did get a damage upgrade. It sucks that we didn't get Black Candle and then immediately get a penny on the next floor. We all saw it coming. So it looks like Nintendo, yeah, Nintendo's being a little bit of a troll today. November is being a very trolly month so far, anyway. I had high hopes. November hit by some pretty ridiculous damage again in Isaac, and I'm recording this on a separate day, so of yesterday's episode. Spider mod. I don't think we need spider mod right now. A key is what we need. We have flat file, which is going to remove all of these spikes on a level. I really wish that decap could be thrown across gaps. It doesn't make any sense that it's not. The reverse devil card, which is going to be an instant kill on the mom fight. Reverse sun card does not do anything in terms of maps. It shows you where the boss room is, and that's about it. I think it does. But of course, it also gives you Spear of the Night and also Bone Hearts for your permanent HP, which we do not have any of. And we're gonna have to double back for the item room. Yep. Yep. All right. So surely this item room will be good, right? That file does allow us to go back into a curse room for free, by the way. There's no spikes on the door at all. It is very nice. Very nice. All right, let's play Will He Forget It? Ooh, okay. Second Guppy item here. I am just going to take Guppy's head because I just don't feel like micromanaging decap attack. So now time to play Will He Forget Lost Soul Buddy or not? The answer is, of course, probably. The maybe with a probably on top of that. I know that's a haunted chest there, but I just don't care. We have the insta-kill from Mom here with a reverse devil card, which is going to give us the Bible effect. Temporarily for 60 seconds. Really not there? Really? It's got to be north of this room then? Yep. Ooh, we get an Eternal Heart. Okay, now come on now. I'm losing my mind. All right, so boss rush is not going to happen. And we could definitely use more Tears Raid. Getting Squeezy was a start, but we're long past due for another meaningful DPS upgrade. Also, when did Carrion Queen get so damn loud? I was talking about this on Tuesday's live stream. Like, why and how is she so loud here? You get a damage upgrade, and we also got a Soul Heart. And, yep. That is certainly a devil deal there. Fell for it once, not going to fall for it again. Okay, another soul heart back here. Guppy's head, by the way, every time we use it with a full charge is going to give us a random amount of attack flies, up to 4, I believe, is the max you can get in one go. Maybe 5, something like that, 4 or 5. And it's good. It gives us just a little bit of oomph to get through all the riffraff, the low-level riffraff of shops, or of rooms. And shops, too. Endless Nameless. Endless Nameless, that would be a great... Now that I see Endless Nameless here, that's another one I kind of forgot about. Endless Nameless would be a fantastic passive item. 100% would be an amazing item. If you don't know what Endless Nameless does, it has a very small but real chance, a non-zero chance, of you not consuming a consumable when you use it, like a pill or a card or something like that. So that would make an amazing passive item. I would absolutely be picking that up every single time. It's only a net gain. Game's got jokes. Well, if we ever want to hope to accomplish Guppy on this run, we're going to have to take risks. And we only have one more floor to do it on, so at least the Satanic Bible can keep us upright anyway. Go backtrack for not only the shop, but the item room. And the curse room, too. Now's the perfect time for Voodoo Head. And those of you Voodoo Head fans out there, get Vengeful Spirit. And let's see if November can produce us something to get excited about here on this run. Right now, I'm not gonna lie, we're kind of lukewarm right now. Although Eye of Belial is great. We haven't had Eye of Belial in quite a while. In quite a Belial. So I am at least stoked about that. At least we don't have to go through an entire run without us having some kind of tier effect. We have the Fool card, so we absolutely could and should go at least find out what's inside of that yellow chest or golden chest. It technically is a yellow chest, but I still want to find the shop first. Belial absolutely destroying anything. Any multi-segmented boss is just cooked. Like Chubb, for example, cooked. What I could do, if I was a better Isaac player, I could try to time it and try to get Chubb over the spikes by dropping the flat file. Very, very, very long floor here. Now, this is what's nice about Eye of Belial is that for Mask of Infamy in particular, you can shoot through their masks and technically get even more damage than you would have had by just shooting the heart. So, and of course our greed fight is in here, and this sets us up for another greed fight on the next floor. So let's just be prepared for that right now by not taking any money because we already know what's going to happen. So this is going to give us a charge on the Satanic Bible if we just clear one wave. Yep. Then we can use the Fool card. I'm not going to be leaving without. I'm not going to be leaving without the Reverse Devil card. Rib of Greed, that would also make a great passive item. All of which we can do, by the way, by smelting them, but it's just just answering the question of the episode. Wait, did we forget Lost Soul? We did forget Lost Soul Buddy. Oh no, Lost Soul Buddy. Oh no. Right. Unfortunately, we didn't have time for Lost Soul Buddy, but we'll see him again next time. And Curse the Blind on our final shop. So we can freely use the Satanic Bible here to just whenever there's a cooldown. Because, or whenever it's off cooldown. Because unlike the other stages, we don't have to worry about a boss item being replaced by a Devil Deal item. Now the downside is that if we do find the shop, we have no clue what we're buying. And the sting of us not getting Black Candle on floor 2 is going to haunt us for the rest of this run. But again, we all know that there's going to be a greed fight in the shop anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. It would be nice to see what's inside of our item room, but we cannot do that. Hey, we can. Surely it won't be terrible, right? Pretty terrible. It's not detrimental though, especially as it used to be. Glaucoma used to be an instant ban for me because it used to make the screen really, really, really dark. And while I appreciate the thematic properties of such a art direction, I don't think it makes a good viewing experience. It certainly doesn't make it a fun playing experience. But again, we all know that this game is not played for fun. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to get the Hallway of Infinite Golden Chests. Sigil Baphomet is infinitely better than the Flat File. Not saying that Flat File is bad, of course. Flat File is very, very good, but it's just simply no Sigil of Baphomet. Not even close. Wow, look at that. A greed fight, man. Does he know something that we don't? No. I just know this game, man. I just know this game. People think I get too negative. People think that he doesn't, he's just belly aching to belly ache. Brother, let me tell you something. There's no other game other than World of Warcraft I played more than this game. I know when the game feels like in a mood. I recognize patterns in the seeds. I recognize all that crap. Trust me. Trust me. I've seen it all in this game. Squid Games 2. I've played these games before. Team. What game was that had a Squid Games event? Was it Fortnite? It was probably Fortnite. There's or maybe it was Roblox. There was some big thing around the time Squid Game 2 coming out right after it actually. That one of those FPSs started or battle royales did like an official Squid Game collaboration. And I saw videos of it. I don't remember on whose channel, but I saw videos of it. And every single kid was saying, I've been here before. I've played these games before. I mean, every single one. Man, that's good. Okay, Bible keeping us afloat for now. That's the only reason why I decided to take both of those blind blind devil deals in the last floor was just because we do have the Satanic Bible, and this run isn't terrible. It's just not. It's moving very parallel to itself. We're not getting any stronger. We're just kind of coasting, you know. There's not a whole lot of things happening right now, other than we're being taken care of by Eye of Belial for the most part. That room definitely demonstrates. The golden key, just in case we needed a second one. Now remember, because we're using Satanic Bible here, and there is an actual boss item that drops, usually, we are going to get a Devil Dew item instead, unless if it is one of the horsemen, which in that case we will not get a Devil Dew item, and instead have to pay HP for the thematic item of either Cube of Meat or Bandage Girl, which will then be dedicated to Toothy Bunny and their partner. That awesome Halloween pick. Secret room is super secret nothing. Why is that room so discolored? Why is this room messing with my eyes? I feel dizzy looking in that room. Does anyone else get that? And of course it's death. So fortunately, we don't have any red hearts to give, so I will not be taking the orbital. Head on down. All right, here we go. Curse of the Twos is still alive and well. Don't know what the Curse of the Twos is. It's the theory that I came up with that if you get 2 Guppy items, you are almost never going to see the third, no matter what you do. We've had the Curse of the Twos hit whenever we had the left hand, when we had the Satanic Bible, goat head, you name it. All the advantages that we could have had to make sure that we get Guppy, and it just never comes to fruition. That's the Curse of the Twos. And we are living and breathing it right now, as this is the last floor that we can realistically expect to see it. By it, I mean the third Guppy item. Rooms like this are what Sigil Baphomet was made for right there. We went straight to Isaac. Well, we went straight to, not Isaac, but that'd be weird if we went straight to Isaac. We went straight to Mom's Heart. Go, all those ads we can use to our advantage as a shield. Shield generator. Go. And we did get Guppy, thereby confirming the Curse of the Twos is real. Shout out to Bali's, by the way, who has kept up a streak of 301 for days since Invicta got 99 coins, 99 bombs, 99 keys in one run. That streak lasted for 60 days. Just can't be bothered with this room, Gertie. Congrats. And unfortunately, we never saw another Tears upgrade after Squeezy. Which is always a bummer. And we've gone another long way. All right. Be 2 days in a row of, man, really, really awful Invicta navigation. We have 12 bombs, so I'm just not even going to deal with the deacons here. Oh, I see. There's a steel block behind him. I was supposed to know that. Work smarter, not harder. Especially in Isaac. Don't let them force you into weird, crazy angles that you have no way of dealing with without taking a guaranteed direct hit. Gotta open your mind sometimes. Expand your vision. Think outside the box. Yada, yada, yada. Now, if we time this fast enough, we could theoretically go into the curse room for half price. Try to see if we can get Guppy. We were able to do it, and we get a devil deal, and it's Krampus. So not only did we not get an item from the curse room, we also don't get an item from Krampus. What's that? He can drop lump of coal, you say? Oh, well, bold of you to think that on a run where we got back-to-back greed fights after I called it, that we would get lump of coal from a Krampus fight. It's not just about being cynical sometimes in this game. You just, again, you're talking to a person who has played this game for the better part of 11 years now. People can choose to believe me or not believe me. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm just telling it like it is, like I always do. This game, as random as it is, it goes through phases where you just know that it's going to roll the worst possible combination of events. And there's nothing you can do about it. And the faster that you start accepting that fact, that you're listening to someone who's played this game long enough to recognize these patterns, the faster we can move on. You just gotta let me make my calls, man. Trust me, I don't like going into these runs knowing that, or at least feeling like the worst is about to happen. But, you know, my job is commentary. I gotta call it as I see it. And this run definitely had troll written all over it. As soon as the red flag for this run was us not getting the 15th cent for Black Candle. That should have been the red flag for me. It's easy to recognize now in hindsight, of course, but that was the tell there that this was going to be one of those November, one of those June runs. That's right, November. Right now, honestly, November, you're down there with June. Historically, June has been the worst month for Isaac runs. And that was a triple. Ooh, baby, a triple. 4.5 volt would, I don't know if 4.5 volt would help us here. I'm just gonna go to a full charge and then we can and be on our way. Here you go. Merry Christmas. I know new subscribers and new watchers of Isaac on the channel are like, this guy's crazy. Talking about a game that's all randomized, somehow having moods, having set bad RNG. Hey, again, you can believe it all you want or not believe it all you want. But the fact is, I make some pretty insane predictions about these runs without having ever played them before. And most of the time, they come true. I instruct you to see the back-to-back greed fights on this run. Or the Head of Krampus call. That was before we even got to fighting Krampus. I just know, man. I just know. It's so accurate. Some people have questioned whether or not I do post-play commentary on these videos, as if I have time or the patience or care to do a full run of Isaac and then go back and somehow splice audio into the into the runs just so I can look cool in front of a couple 10,000 people. No. I wish I had that level of free time and patience, but I don't. I got grown-up stuff to do. Like play video games for a living. And Curse the Lost for one final kick in the balls. We'll take Jacob's Ladder and let the full clear begin. So in this run, we have taken a grand total of 15 items. We started with one of them, and the other one is the Polaroid. So we have taken a grand total of 14 items. 13 items. Had some damage upgrades. We had one singular upgrade for the tiers, one singular upgrade for the movement speed, and that's all we got. It's another one of those just November poverty runs that really hoping we're going to see today. Gotta hope that Friday somehow turns it around, man. It's so weird because Thursdays have been the days that we've been getting the most like Omega runs and stuff. Typically see a giant, super powerful run on Thursdays for some reason. Friday sometimes has them too, but it's usually Thursday of the week. Really feeling the sting of no movement speed and there's no force. Oh, another giant room. This is number 3 for the 4 so far. We've only gone in one direction. Yep, and it's a giant dead end. There's no force, heaven or earth, that can compel me to take Bucket of Lard on a run that we already have some movement speed issues with. And also, on top of that, we would lose Polar Invincibility, which is not going to happen. All right. Here we go. Full clear number 1, as predicted. Commence. Now let's go in this direction, shall we? How does he do it? So room number 4. Yep, this is a fun one. Thank God we have the Satanic Bible, man. This is a very odd sentence to say out of context. The irony is not lost on me. Okay, good. All right. Here we go. Now let's go to the real side of the map, shall we? You can't even say I'm doing this on purpose. It's Curse of the Friggin' Lost. Very famous, very infamous quote was somebody accusing me of trying to manipulate the watch time by purposely, deliberately going into dead ends every single map in Isaac, because that inflates the watch time. And they infamously said it's mathematically impossible for someone to find the dead ends on every single map as accurately as Sinvicta does, which I very wholeheartedly laughed at, as well as the rest of the stream when I read that comment back to everybody that day. It was a legendary moment. The conspiracy theories about these Isaac videos sometimes are just a riot. And, you know, when we get runs like this, and I straight up told you that this was going to be a full clear, probably doesn't help my case that much, but it's just the truth. Okay, well, we didn't get a full clear, but we might as well. We almost did. After I beat Blue Baby, I'm going to see this ridiculous path that we took to get here. My prediction is that we were probably two rooms away from doing an absolute full clear on Curse of the Lost. Also, I really wish that the YouTube algorithm actually did work on watch time, but unfortunately it doesn't. It's just pure engagement. Magical E-word. I'm maintaining our invincibility here because I want to keep our wisps as our primary source of damage. Okay, so I'm going to give we're not fighting Delirium. I'm going to give myself Black Candle. And my prediction was that we were 2 rooms away from doing a full clear. I'm going to bomb myself to get rid of the Black Candle Soul Heart. There's 1. Okay, not quite. Almost, though. Oh, this is another void-sized chest, by the way. And it runs over, so technically, none of this matters anyway, but I just wanted to see for my own curiosity. And I would have been right peeved off here if I had gone this direction. All the way to that side, only to find a dead end. Look at the size of this chest. It is truly astounding. You just have to sit back. Watch. We're gonna get 9 lives here now that the run's over. Watch. Oh, I'm surprised. Honestly surprised. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. We had another just real poverty run. And Jacob's Ladder at the very, very, very end, of course, didn't help us out at all. But we made it through like we always do. Despite the trials and tribulations the game puts us through, we still come out on top one way or another. So we'll keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. Yeah. Thanks for watching this video. Like, thanks to patrons of mine like Buy Donuts, Kylie Smith, Shay Dotan, and Julian Cash. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Invicta.